Bam! What's going on, everyone? My name is Ryan from Little King Goods, and in today's video, we are going to be doing a review on a pricking iron. If you're like me, you probably use pricking irons 85 to 95% of the time. As with all tools, quality is super important. Well, it is, at least to me, especially in a pricking iron. You might not think, hey, pricking iron is a pricking iron, but in reality, when you've used a really good pricking iron, you do not want to go to anything else. So today's review is going to be on the Sinabroks pricking iron. This thing is such a beautiful tool, feels good in the hand, made of solid brass and steel, and man, is it ever fun to use. All right, check it. If you're like me, when you get a package in the mail, you are so excited just to rip it open. And that's exactly what I did. I opened the package as fast as I could to find this beautiful box in there. When I saw this box, I literally had to slow down just because of the build quality. For a quality tool, you're definitely gonna have some quality packaging. And with Sinabroks, they've got this beautiful gold foiling of their logo on the front in this gorgeous box. When you open the box, you'll find this beautiful black padding in there, just holding that gorgeous brass tool. When you first look at this thing, you know that you've got a quality tool. It's made of solid brass, and then the teeth are made of solid steel. Some people might say that the brass is not as strong as steel, and I would agree, but in a situation like this, it doesn't have to be super strong because you're not putting a lot of stress on it. So right here I've got two pieces of 4 to 5 ounce glued together, and I'm gonna make a stitching line down one side, and then we're gonna start using the pricking irons to make those holes. And you'll see exactly what shape they make and just how clean they are. What I like to do is to put another piece of leather on top of the punch pad so that the back side of the leather does not get ruined. I'm using a 4mm stitch line. Just gonna turn this around. And now I'm just gonna punch along the side right here that I've marked. I'm using a Big Berry King mallet, and it'll take about 3 hits to go through, which is really nice. And it's through. And that's how clean it looks like coming outside the back. And I like to put my hand here next to the pricking iron and lift it up, going away from me. And those are what the holes look like after you've pulled out the pricking iron. So I'm just gonna continue to go down the rest of the line here. And for those of you who don't know how to use a pricking iron or a stitching chisel, you take the first prong and you put it in the last hole that you've made. And again, a few more hits. And you can see that the holes are kind of big at this point, but after we stitch, we're gonna use a hammer anyway, and we're gonna close up those holes. So after making the holes, you're gonna notice that they're slanted pricking irons. So the slant is gonna point up and away from you. That's how you know that you've got it in the correct spot. So if you see here, it's pointing up and away, and that's where you start. We're gonna be stitching towards us, and you're gonna put the needle in the first hole, all the way through. Measure your strings so that they're the same, and here we go. You're gonna start by going through the back hole. You're gonna make a cross. You're gonna come underneath this needle, pull it through. With this finger, you're gonna pull the thread back, and with the one that's sticking forward, you're gonna put it back through the hole that you just came through. On this side, flip the thread over the needle that just came through, grab the needle, and you're gonna pull the same amount of thread on each side so that they're equal lengths. You're gonna notice the thread is coming from the bottom of this hole and to the top of this hole. And that's what we're gonna wanna do throughout the whole way. And that's how you're gonna make the thread really consistent. So, let's try that again. Come through the left side, push it through, come underneath, pull. With this finger, grab the thread back so that you can put the other needle through the top of that hole that you just created. It's going through the top. Come back to the other side. This thread is going to go over the needle you just brought. Okay? Over, pull, and then you're going to pull with the same amount of force on both sides. And you've got another stitch. So if you look here, it looks a little flat right now, and that's because these holes are open, but once we hammer them down, they're going to look like they're perfectly in a row, slanting upward. And you're going to have a stitch that's slanted on both sides. See, that one's nice and slanted because these holes aren't as big as on the other side. But like I said, once we hammer down these holes, it's going to look so good. And the reason why these Sinabroks pricking irons are really nice is because it opens up these holes really big so you don't have a hard time trying to fit your needles through. So let's hand stitch a little bit more here. I like to go through the right side to open up the hole through the back, so it's easier to put the other needle through the back side first. So we're going to speed it up a little bit here. All right, now we've got this whole thing stitched up. This side is the back side, and this is the front side. You can see that the stitches are nicely slanted on that side, as well as this side. But to make it look even nicer, we're gonna hammer this side down, and it's gonna close up those holes, which will make it really clean. All right, let's go do it. Now if you look at it, all the holes have been closed up because of the hammering, and it just looks super consistent and super clean. This is the top side, and then this is the back side. Super consistent. That is just a beautiful stitch. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today. Man, it means the world to me. Just that you would take time out of your day to watch this. Man, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say thank you to Jin for making these amazing tools. You can go visit him on the website. It'll be in the description below. And if you've got any other questions, I'm sure Jin would love to answer them. Or if I can answer them, I totally will. I hope you learned something. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. It's all good. If you like this video, I just encourage you to put the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, hit the little ding ding bell thing so that you know when other videos come available. For now, go out and have fun, keep crafting, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.